Hey everybody, how have you been? It's been a minute. My bad. I've been up here spending time with the family. Is Dr. T back in the place to be? I'm not going to go into a song. I know y'all was waiting for this song because that's how I start off. However, I'm not going to do it this time. Not this time. I just wanted to say, hey, stop in and say hello to everyone, see how everybody's been doing. Of course, you know I'm coming with a word today to share with you guys. This is on the intimacy of God. I'm studying the word. This part right here, intimacy with God, for me is a huge, 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 huge thing. I mean, when I think about intimacy with God, intimacy with Abba is absolutely amazing. And I don't want to go too deep right now because I don't want to start crying in front of y'all. Y'all not going to be talking about Dr. T. Like, man, why she always crying? That is an area that definitely touches me. And it will be tears of joy because the way that God has moved in my life, it's absolutely amazing. But I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. I actually want to talk to you guys about the intimacy of God, intimacy with God, studying the word. So let's picture this. Let's picture this. Come on, dream with me, imagine with me, think with me. So, guys and girls, ladies and gents, how do we get to know our significant other? How do we get to know them even more on a deeper level? We spend time with them, right? We talk to them. We send them text messages. We go see them physically. We go out with them. We do all of that. We can actually do that with Abba. Like literally, we can do that with Abba. Because we can't physically see him doesn't mean that he is not there with us. Like literally, he is everywhere. He is closer than the air we breathe and the skin on our bones. He lives within us. Listen. So, because we spend our time getting to know those individuals who we are interested in through text messages, calls, or just going out with them, we have to do the same thing to really get to know who Abba is. We actually get to hear our friends or our loved one's voice. And we know that if someone else called and tried to sound like them, because we're constantly talking to them, we know that that's not their voice. We know that that's not them. Well, why wouldn't it be the same with Abba? He literally wrote us love letters through his word. And he wants us to take the time to get to know him. Like he literally talks to us through those words. And it's beautiful. Listen, when I first started off, it was rough. It was rough for me. I am not going to hold you. When I grew up with KJV. I am a KJV girl now. I learned to love it. However, growing up, I was not a fan of KJV. I didn't understand it. But I also had to understand that comes in time with actually just spending time with Abba, studying the word, getting to know him. I have taken the time to look at different versions of the word for more understanding and clarity. But as I matured, I was able to go back to the KJV version, which I absolutely love now. So I'm actually moving towards learning like Hebrew and Greek. That's the what the word actually originally was written in, and that's my goal. But that's later. But I really wanted to break down some of the ways, because remember this conversation that we had together is actually us talking about how do we unlock the power within us, unlocking those kingdom principles. So this is a huge part of that kingdom principle. It's actually learning Abba's voice, learning to know who he is, developing his heart, and hearing his voice. Like literally through his word, we'll be able to hear, not only hear his voice, but understand what he's saying to us, what he's saying about a situation. It's so much that we learn through his word. And I just wanted to give you guys some things that helped me throughout the time of me growing closer to the Lord with this particular area, because I know that this is an area that many people struggle with because they think that it's boring. But the more you spend time with them, it's not boring. It's like if I get to studying, I'm stuck in it. Like I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop reading the word. It becomes so much life. It puts so much life in me. It's just something that I don't want to stop. But let's get you to that point. How do you get to that point? So there's different ways that you can enhance your palate to begin to learn to love the word and to begin to deepen your relationship with the Lord. So some of these ways are actually reading the word. Like I said before, that KJV was not my friend at the beginning. So try a different version. They have New King James Version. They have Amplified. They have the Passion Translation. There's so many different translations of the word. So try those to see which one is more comfortable for you as you get to know the Lord. Also, another option for you is to listen to the word, play the word. There's apps. I use YouVersion, Bible app, where if I'm at work, I just pop in my earbud and I just listen to the word if I really want to hear the word. Sometimes a sermon won't do it for me, and I don't have time to really sit and study at the time or read the actual word. So I'll just put the word on and let it play in my ear. Now, sometimes that gets a little rough for me because honestly, I'm a person where if I hear something and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What you say, Lord? What you say? Like I see a strategy and I need to stop. I stop what I'm doing. I know my boss probably like, what are you doing? Tosh, what's going on? Like, can I get you to work? Like, I'm sorry. Like the Lord was talking to me. That's what I be telling my boss. The Lord is saying a word. Do you want me to share this word with you? But no, honestly, like I listen to the word. I also listen to sermons. Listening to sermons is a good way to get the word in as well, because you have sermons where people will break down that word and they will tie it to something that is relevant, that resonates with us. Now, that's the thing. You want to make sure that this word is applicable for you. You don't want to just listen to a good word and it's just a good word. You want to ask the Lord, how does this apply to my life? You always want to come from that perspective because you want to make sure that that word is applicable, because as you see where it's applicable, that's where the change happens. That's where the revelation takes place. That's where you will see a difference in your life. Another thing that I did to enhance my palette of in my intimacy with the Lord through His Word was I watch videos. I watch movies. I watch videos on YouTube that talks about the Word, talks about God. I watch The Chosen. Oh my goodness! If you guys have never seen The Chosen, or you've heard of it but haven't gotten a chance, or you just started it, I'm telling you, they did a magnificent job with explaining the Word. Like the way that the Word comes through that series is absolutely amazing. Every time when I see it, I just cry because I see the Word in the display of what I'm seeing on TV. So I will do things like that. I've also watched different movies like King David, Esther, Jeremiah, like all of these different things. And I've seen most of them on YouTube. They're free on YouTube. But they also have it on like Prime and stuff like that. All of these things are available to us. And honestly, it allows you to see and get the word in a different way. And sometimes it has me to go back and begin to read something that I never even read before, because now I'm interested in seeing the actual strategies, because through the word you get strategies. And that's where you develop that deepening, that intricate relationship with the Lord, because He's showing you something in the Word. There is always something that we can find in the Word that relates to a situation that we might be going through. And in all of these ways, whether it's reading the Word, listening to the Word, listening to a sermon, or even watching videos concerning the Word, like these are ways that the Lord is trying to get His Word in us so that we can pull on those things when we need it. When I tell you guys that today, this day that I'm recording this video, I was in so much need of a word from the Lord. And I was like, Lord, like, I'm listening to worship, I'm crying out, I'm talking to the Father. And I was like, Lord, I just need a word. I need to be ministered to. He literally sent a video. He had me to watch a video that was sent to me months ago today. And that video ministered to me so much, I couldn't do nothing but cry. Because I felt God ministering to me through His Word through that video. And it was a YouTube video. Literally, exactly what I needed. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for what the Lord is doing. So I just wanted to take this time to just give you these nuggets, ways to, increase your intimacy with the Lord, and how to get that word in you even when you don't want to. Because honestly, it all comes down to how you, or what man do you feed? Do you feed the flesh man or the spirit man? Because the one that you feed is the strongest. So if we're feeding ourselves with things, if we're taking in things in specific gates, and those gates is our eye gate, our ear gate, those things like TV, music, if we are constantly listening to things that do not glorify God, that do not pull us closer to the Word, it's only going to continue to connect us to the Word, to the world. I apologize, to the world, not the Word. And we leave ourselves a deficit within us, whereas so that we yearn for something when we go through things, we don't have it to pull on. However, when we do these particular methods that I shared, those times when you need something, when you need that encouragement, when you need that strength, when you feel like you're kind of defeated, you need something to pull on. And that word is necessary daily. I used to wonder, like, how do you read the word every day? Well, these are the ways that you read the word every day. Like, even through song, I will find myself, like, before I was getting ready for this video, I was trying to find a movie to put on because I had to grade papers. But I was like, my spirit was not ready for a movie. Not even I was trying to find a Christian movie, and I was like, yeah, no. I needed just constant word, just continuously to minister over me. And I just wound up putting on worship. And worship, if it's a good worship, they got the word all infused in that. So that's another one. But that's for a later time. We won't talk because that's another area of intimacy that we'll talk about. But I just wanted to drop in, say hi, because I missed you guys. I hope you guys miss me. I won't be gone for this long again. I was literally hanging out with family, and I did not get a chance to do any recordings, but I'm back. I'm back and I'm back and I'm back, y'all. And I'm back, y'all. You know I gotta ask Lily. But I just wanted to drop in and say hi to you guys and share some nuggets with you. So I hope that this is a good takeaway. I pray that these strategies will help you develop your intimacy and increase your palette of wanting to receive and take in the word of God, because it's so necessary for us to continue to move forward and strengthen us as we walk and develop our walk with the Lord. So I wish everybody blessings, and I will see you next time. Bye.